It was definitely singing first. My mom was a folkloric dance teacher, so I knew all the Mexican original dances, and I danced in the big dresses. But that came after, because when I turned like, all I can remember from like the age I was 4 is my mom putting on the karaoke every day, and like I would just naturally go up to the mic, and she would either watch me from the kitchen while she's cooking or from the like living room, and I'd just be singing all these songs that she taught me that are like really old mariachi songs. So I've been singing since I can remember. Like I just always remember my mom handing me a mic, and like I'm expecting like myself to be like good at it. So the singing was always just in my day-to-day life. Even if I didn't want to, I was singing. And then I dabbled a little in the dance, but I'm not really a dancer. I realized that I'm like a little bit of a dancer. I could groove, but I don't really dance like that. So and then after that is when I started learning the instruments on the internet, because I moved to Utah, and I was in the middle of like the end of middle school, beginning of high school. So friends and stuff, they were already cliques out there. So I came in like, out of the blue, so I didn't really have a lot of like extracurricular stuff to do. So when I would get home from school, I would just be at the house with my family, or, I would just be trying to look up on YouTube how to play a song. And then that's how that happened. It was really all like naturally just came into play. I actually never did, even though I was around bands my whole childhood. Just like you said, I had the same childhood. I feel like we grew up the same way when we're all from that same part. Like our parents weren't like really letting us like play hip hop in the house and R&B and stuff like that. It was only like banda rancheras in the Spanish pop and maybe some English pop, but that had to be like Justin Bieber, back then. So yeah, I definitely grew up with like Banda Limon, like all that stuff, like Alacranes Musical, all of those bandas. They used to come. Actually, my mom was a event coordinator, and she would get them to come out every Cinco de Mayo to Rockford, Illinois, to the Black Hawk Park. And that's like, I grew up in those types of parties, like zapateados and all that stuff. I grew up doing that. That's how I grew up. And like I grew up with the hip hop being around, like you said, my friends and my cousins were listening to hip hop and R&B. So it almost felt like I wasn't allowed to. But when I came over to my cousin's house, I was like jamming, So it was kind of there, but it was really Spanish music was really there, So let me explain. When we're in that mood, where you like, we get in the mood where you just want to sit down and listen to a sad song for a second. It's not that you're sad. It's just that you want to be in that vibe. I'm going to sing Amor Eterno. And that's going to hit all the grown people, everybody, especially people who've lost their parents. Like that's one of the songs, you dedicate. So that song. I love singing Nube Viajera by Alejandro Fernandez with my mom. That's like our go-to duet song. I'll do the high, she does low, or like I'll do the low, she does a high. And then when I say that, I mean harmonies. And then like like Volver is always like, everybody's gonna scream, yell it. So like scream, sing it, you know what I mean? So that's another one. In English, my sisters always request for me to sing Hotline Bling by Charlie Puth and Kehlani, their version, the acoustic version. I love me some Sam Smith. Oh my God. Because it's easier to sing and feel already the passion through it because of the words. It's really good words. Beyonce is my life. I mean, I love to do karaoke, but obviously, I mean, I'm not her. So those are just for fun. I'm not even taking those serious. But I used to like, as a kid, my natural like first instinct was to sing Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. Do you remember that song? That was like, yeah, for sure. And then also like in Spanish, another one is Camarón pela, tú quieres camarón pela, te doy camarón pela, prefieres con salsita con limón. That banda song, yeah, that was my go-to too.